Hi everyone, it's Kino here. I've gotten a lot of requests recently about how to get into Lotus without the hands, which brings up a great topic about Lotus position in general. So first of all, if you want to try to get into Lotus without your hands, you need to have relaxed and open hips. So you don't want to try to get into Lotus without your hands until you're comfortable in it. If you're not comfortable in Lotus, watch my other videos on how to safely get into half Lotus and full Lotus position, or in Sanskrit, Padmasana. So if you can do that with your hands and it's easy, knee joint is closed, externally rotated, knee joint is closed, externally rotated, and you're comfortable, it's easy, then you might be able to try without the hands. A great way to figure out if you're ready to try without the hands is to see if you can release your Lotus without the hands. Now, a lot of people, when they get into Padmasana position, which is Lotus position, think that they need to squeeze the legs. And I've actually worked with a couple students recently who were squeezing their legs so much they were actually creating tension in the knee. You want your Lotus to be in place, supported by the core muscles of your pelvic floor, but not squeezing so much from your thighs. In fact, if you look at the heels should never pass the hip joints, or the hip bones, not the joints, the hip bones. So your feet should never go all the way over there. They should just stay right around the pelvis. So that's about as much activation as you want in your Lotus position. Now let's test out see if we can release without the hands. So just lean back and be comfortable. Loosen your Lotus, so just loosen it and then take it out, all right? So if you can do that, you can probably get into it without your hands. Let's give that a shot. It's of course a little bit easier to do this if you're upside down, but it's also pretty fun to try. You want to externally rotate your hip joints and then just let your hip easy come in and then wiggle all the way over, okay? So then you can lean back and loosen the Lotus and stretch out your legs. Okay, and I'll just show you that one more time. Starting off in a cross-legged position, let your hip joint, the right side, externally rotate. And there's a little activation in the deep six hip rotator muscles when I bring that right leg up, and then the other side, the knee is down, and then the left leg wiggles up, so then I wiggle the feet up, okay? If you can do it with the right side, you may be able, loosen with the Lotus, to do it with the left side, all right? Now, we don't normally practice the left leg Lotus first in the Ashtanga method, but it's useful to try just to make sure your hips are open. So I'll just show you that one more time. Right leg, left leg. Make it nice and just comfortable. Loosen the Lotus and then stretch it out just to test your hip joints. Left leg, right leg. Nice and comfortable. Loosen the Lotus. Test it out. So this is applicable when you want to jump back from the Lotus position. So I'll show you that right now. Having the right leg Lotus, which I could have done without the hands, just to show you again, okay? Then toes all the way up. And this helps when you're trying to jump back from the posture, okay? Then inhale up, Lotus is comfortable, loose Lotus to jump back. All right, so if you try to keep your Lotus too tight when you jump back, you won't get the freedom of movement that's necessary. So this is a great way to loosen your Lotus, go in without hands, and also go out without your hands so you can jump back from the Lotus position. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.